Marlon Wayans has just entered GOAT status, and here is why.
Funniest person in the Wayans family is my mama. People that lost your mama, we are a part of an elite gang, the Dead Mama Gang. Gang, gang! I said, Mama, you made 5 millionaires and you only made one crackhead. I said, woman, your crackhead to millionaire ratio is unparalleled for a black woman in America.
Now, what you saw there was the trailer for the Amazon Prime special, Good Grief, which, in my personal opinion, is actually one of the best, well, it's not the best comedy special that he's ever, and I mean ever, done. Seen a few of his comedy specials. Funny guy, you've known from White Chicks, Little Man, and loads of other comedy films. You know, his family is a staple in their own right in the comedy industry, and already are legends in the comedy industry. It's a dynasty of a family when it comes to comics. Marlon in particular has just, in my opinion, reached another level. As you can tell there by the trailer from Amazon Prime for his new Amazon Prime special, Good Grief, he tackles actually some pretty serious topics. And what I mean by that is the loss of his parents, Hal Wayans and Elvira Alicia. And he lost his mother first back in 2020 and followed by his dad in 2023. And he says, rightly so, in the comedy special that you that that essentially his father just gave up on life after his mother passed away, even though they had conflict in views in religions and celebrations of family holidays, because his dad was a Jehovah's Witness and his mum liked to obviously celebrate the holiday seasons, unlike his father. Um, but it was really a groundbreaking and something that I've never seen in comedy before, and um, it was actually an insight into the person's personal life and something that we don't see a lot. Because the comics they come on stage, they show this big face, and you know they're there to entertain us, but it actually brought him down to earth. Not that he isn't already, but an insight into his battles with depression, or the battle that he had with depression ever since his mum passed away. He was quite clearly very close to his parents, but more so his mum, as he said in the comedy special. Um, but one of the takeaways from that was comedy is therapy. A lot of people you'll see in the reviews, you know, I've been looking up on the reviews of this, and it is astronomical. You know, people saying it's the first time, you know, that they've not only laughed but cried at the same time. It's one of them ones where it's a comedy special and you do laugh, don't get me wrong, you do laugh. There are really funny moments in there. But at the same time as well, it humbles you and it brings you down to reality and the sense of mortality that can happen, which you'd never see a comic go into detail. And what Marlon goes on to say, essentially, and the moral of this whole special is that comedy is therapy, and obviously to cherish your moments with your loved ones, because that is something that he has suffered with, you know, obviously losing his parents um, du- during the past couple of years. And I feel like it's very courageous of him to actually come out and talk about him suffering with depression, and he even got to the point where he got emotional on stage. And I was watching it, and even to myself, you know, I had a tear in my heart. You know, I had to hold it back because I was with my partner, you know. But it's to the point where it's very humbling. It's another side to Marlon that I haven't seen, and I think it only does the world of good. You know, it's a new standard of comedy. No longer do the comedians have to just be save face and come out on stage and entertain. They can be real and associate ourselves to them as well. You know, and the struggles that we not only go through. And that's why I feel like he is a tier above the rest. And that's why I'm caption this photo as that he's just entered GOAT status, because to me he's the first of his kind to do this. I mean, comment below if you think otherwise or whether you agree or not. But he is the first, in my opinion, to actually take on this form of comedy, and he just done it brilliantly. 5 out of 5 star for this. Honestly, do go and check it out. It's such a good special. Um, I mean, you're not going to be laughing the whole time, but it is powerful, to say the least, and definitely his best piece of work, I'd say, on the stage, on the comedy stage, um, for 100, like 100%, 100%. And he literally tackles the grief. So it's finding comedy in grief, just like his parents taught him, and that's the whole moral of it. His parents told him, regardless, there's always someone worse off. Laugh it off, and he even went into detail about his personal moments there when his mother passed away, and how he just made her laugh, and he basically cracked jokes, in the sense of, you've brought up all of these kids, and 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 basically it's just making her laugh. And I think that's what life is all about. And he does teach some very really valuable lessons that not only comedy fans can take away, but everyday people can take away. And something that I lead by in my personal life, and I can relate to a lot of things that he was saying, because myself and my parents, were very open, very jokey about, and that's kind of the way that I've dealt with stuff in my life, in terms of grief, in terms of trauma, stuff like that. Just always laugh and get through it. That is my way of coping. That is my coping mechanism. But you do obviously have them times to unwind, and obviously, shed a tear or whatever. But don't let that person know them feelings. If you're with a loved one and they're in them dire moments, to actually obviously, um, make them laugh. And one thing that he said was is that, if ever you experience a loved one dying like that, don't be selfish in wanting them to stay because they're in such pain. And I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. It was very traumatized. Like I say, traumatized, but it's very hard for me to hear about how his father passed away as well. As he said, he loved his, Marlon's mum since she was 13, and then, he just let himself go to drinking. And I think it just goes to show as well that the power of love, and obviously the connection. And it's quite hard to hear. I've actually heard similar stories to what Marlon was describing with loved ones, even within my personal family space, that have been together for a long time, and one of them dies and they just can't live without them, and it's very hard. And as much as this is a comedy special, it is a reality check, and it's such a love letter, should I say, to his loved ones, and he clearly did that as well in the credits. I just can't really, praise his special enough. It was honestly off the charts, groundbreaking for me personally. I think it's definitely put him on the map, and this is something that comics don't do enough. You say, you've got Dave Chappelle, you've got Cat Williams, and Dave Chappelle would be up there with the goats. Yeah, Dave Chappelle's a good comedian. He makes people laugh, but and he touches on sensitive subjects and stuff like that. But does he really get real? He doesn't show that emotion, and cannot give Marlon enough credit for this. Seriously, I'm just blown away by this. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say to that. Apart from obviously, go and check it out. It is honestly something that I'm so glad that I watched. And and even as I said, people were commenting, straight after they've seen the special, they've called up their parents just to say that they love them. And yeah, it is honestly, if you've lost a loved one, of close relative, a parent, then obviously you can relate. Thankfully, I haven't at the minute, but just because of the content in this special, 5 out of 5. Do go and check it out, and I'm pretty sure you'll be blown away as well. And if you do, please do, comment and put the thumbs up as well, because I want people to know about this special. As I said, as Kim was saying, Kim repeating it, off the charts, and, um, I just want people to see this special and get the word out there. Not that he isn't big anyway. I'm pretty sure this special is going to be seen by millions and millions, but just to give him props and credit to his great work. And I'm definitely a fan. I've been for quite a while, and will continue to be so. So yeah, no, thanks to Marlon for the special, and thanks everyone for watching. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. See you later.